the recent re-signing of Stuart King and the renaming of the stand backing onto the Bowls Cup in recognition of Brian Merriman's services, good news keeps flooding out of Chatham Road.
Fullicks and Invicta is proud to announce that their beloved stadium will now be known as the Fullicks Stadium in a sponsorship agreement with the Cheriton-based business Fullicks, who have had a running relationship with Invicta.
We asked first team manager Neil Cugley for his views of the big announcement.
Okay, if you could tell us something about the relationship with Fullicks and how this has all come about.
I've known Paul Fullicks for absolute years and been a good friend of the club, and a lot of people know him, especially Mick Dix and Mickey Richmond, who sort of run the under-18s, and Paul Stanton runs the under-18s. They know Paul Fullicks very well. I say Mickey Dix, who's now helps me out. And he comes on holiday with us to Magaluf, so we have some good laughs and things. And really last year we were just speaking to him and said about getting involved, and he was generous enough to put his name along the main stand. Donated some money through that, and then obviously this year we've sort of moved on and said, "Is there any chance? We're looking for a main sponsor for the stadium name," and that's where it came from. Really, he said he would like to do it. And he was the first choice. We were going to ask around or put feelers out to see if we get somebody else, but once he said he'd do it, it was brilliant, really, because he's a really nice bloke, and his firm's just up the road, and hopefully the partnership will work with both people.
Yeah, so it'd be nice to support a local business as well, something that's just down the road.
Yeah, well, he said, to be fair, since he's had his name on the main stand, things have improved, for him, and so no, it's good. Hopefully it's and to be fair, Paul's dad was chairman of Fullicks Football Club about 25 years ago, so there's a link up there.
Right, so what does this mean for the club going forward?
Well, it just gives you a bit of stability, and obviously, it's. I think it's nice, the fact that when you come into the ground, you'll see the Fullicks name as you come in and leave the ground. There'll be another new sign going up very shortly, another new signs over the turnstiles at the cricket club end. And obviously, financially, it just gives us a bit of stability. That this time of year is good. And it's a good name to have, I think. I said before, local businesses. It shows, I think, somebody like Paul would back the club, that we are sort of getting out the problems we've had in the past, and hopefully we're moving on a bit.
Does this have an effect on our immediate season?
Well, it does in the sense, it all helps. Any backing through sponsorship does help the club. It keeps it on a bit of a more firm footing, really. So that is good, yeah.
So is this the start of good things for Invicta? Can we expect a lot more?
I don't know what you mean by a lot more, really. We've always been, in a sense, we've been in the playoffs every year. We've been in this league, so that's what pop. Obviously, the year we got up and then came back down again. So we're hoping to keep that going. To get in the playoffs again would be great for the club. Keep the don't get into debt, what's been the problem in the past, and build up from there, really.
Do you think maybe this will attract other businesses to get involved with the club?
Well, obviously that's what we hope. I did, or I do. That I've always thought people aren't getting involved in a club that owes money. We don't really owe hardly anything now. We're up to date, and I think that's the way forward, really. Yes, we could go and throw lots of money at it and get promoted and be, poor state again next year. We've got to get out of that, not to get in that state again, because it does make it very hard work.
So if you could say anything to any new supporters, would you say for a positive message going into the next season?
I think that it's a positive thing. I think, and a lot of people that's been coming regular, we sold more season tickets than we ever have done in the past, is that we've got, we're building a foundation of a club to build from, really. It's not instant success, but people know that we're not afraid to put youngsters in, and we play really top good football, and that's what will continue. And can I guarantee promotion? No, but I can guarantee that we'll play good football on a nice pitch, and the club will be run in the right manner.
Thank you very much.